Okay, Mr. Gregorith, I'll be starting the text. Don't worry. It's already 8:02. So let's wait for the rest, okay? Let's give them just a minute more. I'll start with 2 or 3 more students. Hello, Miss Telma. Let's wait for one more student to begin, okay? A ver, Miss Telma, yesterday we did two, ¿hasta qué número nomás hemos hecho? I think it was to, a ver, hasta, no, we checked everything. Todito hemos visto. Yeah, let's wait for just one more student, okay? Okay, so we have Mr. Ivan. All right, we can start now. Hello, welcome back. So I want to hear your opinions. What do you think about these exercises of structure in TOEFL? What do you think? I want to hear you. Is it the same, difficult, harder? It's okay. I want to know that. Can you share your thoughts? Anybody? Miss Delman, Mr. Ivan, Mr. Roger, can you say something about this? Is it understandable? Oh, today no one wants to participate. Mr. Ivan. Yes, speak. I want to know your opinion.
Miss, those are the questions yesterday.
Yes, but I want to know if you're understanding, if you don't have any problems, if you have any observations, how do you analyze it? Because you've done so many international tests. How do you see the TOEFL, this type of TOEFL? I want to know.
This is understand.
Excuse me?
Uh, I can understand these questions.
Okay, you can't understand. Yeah, eso
Yes.
quiero saber. All right. The rest, do you have the same opinion as Mr. Ivan? That's what we're gonna do all of this. Vamos a hacer varios. Because it's really, it's the thing is, but it's how English flows. How English flows. That means that how you perceive it and you find something strange in it. Yeah. So let's continue because there are, I think, 4 more tests and we're gonna try to do them all. Ya, por eso, si les daba así como práctica, tal vez, copiar, listo. Did that. But I want you to try it, okay? Oh, sorry. Let's continue. So this is the end of section 2. And it gives you this also. If you finish in less than 25 minutes, check your work in section 2 only. Do not read the work in any other sections of the test. So don't try to say, oh, I'm going to finish this. No, you have to be patient like any international test. So then we'll start this reading comprehension. So you've done so many readings. I mean, I don't want to be shocked. Please open your classroom manual of TOEFL This time it takes a bit more, but I'm gonna give you limits, okay? So it says time 55 minutes, including the reading of the directions. Now set your clock for 55 minutes. No, no, we need more time. I mean, we have to manage time better. In this section, you will read several passages, several. Each passage is followed by several questions about it. For questions 1 to 50, you are to choose the one best answer, A, B, C, or D. To each section, then, on your answer sheet, find the number of the question and fill in the space that corresponds to the letter of the answer you have chosen. Answer all questions following a passage on the basis of what is stated or implied in the passage. It seems so many words. Parece, ¿no? It's just read it, okay? And you have from questions 1 to 50. So there are 50 questions. That means that your average has to be less than a minute to answer, to analyze, or a minute and a bit more of seconds. You need to choose one best answer. One. You don't have a different type of answers that mean they're same. No, it's different from IELTS, right? Because they have different. You can have two answers. Sometimes they give you right two answers for a question. Oh man, sorry. Woohoo. All right. And best answer they tell you from those to choose. Then, on your answer sheet, find numbers of the question. O sea, solamente está hablando de la hoja, ¿no ve? De respuestas A, B, C, D, no ve para pintar. De eso se trata. To correspond. Es que the thing is when people are not used to this type of test, they need to know everything. So it must be written. So it says this is the sample. Sample. This is taken out from line 5. It says the railroad was not the first institution to impose regularity on society or to draw attention to importance of precise timekeeping. For as long as merchants have set out their wares at daybreak and communal festivities have been celebrated, people have been in rough agreement with their neighbors as to the time of day. The value of this tradition is today more apparent than ever. Were it not for public acceptance of a single yardstick of time, social life would be unbearably chaotic. The massive daily transfer of goods, services, and information would proceed in fits and starts. The very fabric of modern society would begin to unravel. Okay, so this mainly it was about time, right? And how it's perceived. So the question is, what is the main idea of the passage? You have all of these choices. In modern society, we must take more time for our neighbors. Now it doesn't mention all of that. The traditions of society are timeless. Nothing. An accepted way of measuring time is essential for the smooth functioning of society. Yeah, that's right. It's C, the best answer. Society judges people by the time of which they conduct certain activities. No, we never said that. So the one that is the answer is C. So the main idea of the passage is that societies need to agree about how time is to be measured in order to function smoothly. Therefore, you should choose C. Okay, so this type of TOEFL, it makes you analyze more, right? That is the difference in reading. In line 5, it says the phrase this tradition refers to, this is the second example. So let's go in line 5. The phrase this tradition refers to, line 5. Okay, so this is line 5. To the time that the value of this tradition is today more apparent than ever, more apparent than ever. So you have these options. The practice of starting the business day at dawn, no relation. Friendly relations between neighbors, no. The railroad's reliance on time schedules, yeah, and people agreement on the measurements of time, it's correct. Yeah. So the phrase this tradition refers to the preceding clause. People have been in rough agreement with their neighbors as to the time of day. Therefore, you should choose D. Please, you need to be really analytical and perceive in different ways. So this is just breaking molds maybe a bit. So it's really interesting to practice. Here you start. Questions 1 to 10. It's all yours. So let's first answer 1 to 10. Okay? Let's take our time. We won't do it in 55 minutes. So I'll give you for this maybe 7 minutes. Okay? Or a bit more, you tell me, and then we're going to check it all together. Please start. Mr. Franklin, we're working on page 34. Okay, questions 1 to 10. How are you? Need more time? Yes, miss, we need more time. Please. 5 minutes more, okay? All right, everybody. You answered this first part. Oh, but come on, tell me. Is it a bit hard? All right, let's see. Number one is which one? Refers to Miss Marcela, Miss Paola, Mr. Samuel, Miss Gabriela, Mr. Ivan, Miss Brenda, Mr. Marcio.
Sí, sí, Miss.
Is not C. It's not C, Mr. Candido.
D.
Yes, is D, a ball. Okay, it refers to a ball. Ay, no podemos, no voy a anotar. Ay, sí. Déjenme un cachito. Un ratito. A ver, ya empecé aquí. Ya. A ver, so it's D. What about number 2 is Miss Jessica, Miss Carmen, Miss Daniela, Miss Yasira, Mr. Ruben, Miss Valerie, Mr. Franklin, Miss Edma. What is number 2?
C.
C. Yes. Number 3. Anybody see? It was C. Licked. Was that inferred from the passage of this to design a new type of pen because of the old ones? Leaked. Leaked is gotear. Yeah. 4. Okay, I have one here. 4 is correct. It's A. Very good. Number 5. Number 5 is A. With military personnel. Number 6. Anybody o recién están leyendo?
B.
Number 6 is B. Yes. Number 7. Seven is anybody? Okay, so we go. Number 7 is D. Very good. 8.
B.
Is not B. Is C. Yeah. Number 9. Nine, nine, nine. Nine was B, to improve. And 10, anybody? 10 was 10, 10, 10. 10 was A. All right. All right. Very good, Mr. March. So here, I'm checking that maybe the vocabulary is kind of different. A ver, ¿cómo lo ven este reading? Be honest. Do you find it no problem? It's the same language. I want to hear your opinion.
Miss, I think it's relatively easy, but the problem for me especially is that there is some words that I don't know the meaning. This is a point that stopped me in the as well.
Okay, so yes, it's more of popular American English. Okay, so that means that you just need to get familiar with. Okay, but because you can understand the writing, I mean the text, and it means that you need to increase it, right? So if your plans are to do this type of examination, you need to be surrounded more with American English or British because they're combined in some way. Like the introduction when we read Canadian and American, remember that Canada is a British colony. They still have the prime minister, and the Queen still governs, or the United Kingdom governs Canada. So there are some familiar words with British expressions. Yeah, they have their own also. So it's a mixture of everything at the end. Okay? And it's really interesting to know. I mean, not even one ah, born there knows everything. So don't get stressed. That's the main point. Don't get stressed, just relax. All right? And try your best. 10 minutes? Yeah, no puedo creer. Okay, let's continue. So that was the first part. And now we have 11 to 20. Okay, so start reading. Take your time, just relax. Now you know the idea. And circle those words that are new for you. Okay, make your own dictionary. You know the process. Don't just leave it like that. O sea, esto es nuevo, ahorita lo busco, ya sé. Because of not practicing all the time, you tend to forget it. And when you see that, I know, that repetition is not there anymore. Please continue, 11 to 20. It will break soon, so when we return, we'll check, okay, the answers.